Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the channel. This probably be the first video under the new name. It might be still under the old name. I haven't actually decided that yet. And slight spoilers because I'm wearing the arm gauntlet pieces, but none of the rest because that's a lot of effort to put back on, and also kind of takes more than one person. And I'm alone here because I'm recording this in post. But this is part 2, I guess, of my Tech cosplay. In this, I'm going to be making the season 2 armor. As you can see, there's significantly less red in both of these. I've also updated this, but you'll see that later in the video. In this video, I'm going to show you how I made Tech's armor, and I'll show you a final reveal, and then some of the pictures from the Comic-Con that I went to. And so yeah, let's get to it. So, I did some work. You might recognize this. This is the old left side gauntlet. So this is a roll of 8mm foam for the actual arm bit. And then I think it's 4mm around that, with a little 8mm piece here, and then 4 just chunks of 8mm there. But basically, like, I can't put this on if I've already got my glove on, and it like barely fits, and then it rolls up my sleeve, and I can't keep my sleeve on, and so it's kind of terrible. And so what I've done is I've changed it, and I made this yesterday, where I made a cardboard tube from like a carpet roll, and then this is some 2mm, this bit here is 4mm, and then this is a bit of 8mm, and then these are just chunks of 4mm that I've added there. It definitely needs to be sanded down a bunch, but it fits so much better, and I can move my arm around so much better. It doesn't roll up my sleeve, and my glove on, I can still... Okay, maybe I can't still put it on. Okay, I lied. I can't put it on with my glove. But it fits better, and I can put the glove on afterwards, and like, look, I can still have my sleeve. I cannot have my sleeve with the other one. But yeah, so I've got that gauntlet good. It's a lot better, and yeah, so I'm gonna paint that when I paint everything. Actually, that's gonna screw up the audio. So the next step is connecting the chest plate and the belt and making those one piece, so that way that the chest plate sits lower and the belt sits a bit higher, so there's less of a gap where my stomach is. I might take pieces from this to make it the actual, like, I might just cut this bit off, and that way I can just attach it a bit higher and make the belt to sit higher. I definitely need to retouch up the belt, repaint it, maybe fix a couple other things, and then I attach like that little piece there, and that'll be like perfectly sized. But right now the belt, or at least how I had it before, the belt sat at my hips, and that was just too low. It had, like, my chest plate ended up here, and so all of this was just my undershirt, and it looked it made everything look too bulky. So if this sits up more at my waist, what I'm probably gonna end up doing is actually cutting it down a bit somewhere. I don't really know where. Oh, I do know where. Right in the back. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take that little slit there, and I'm going to cut that out. So I might take this pouch off, move it to the side, and then cut that and reattach it. It'll have 2 attachment points, which will kind of suck, but, and then I need to fix the leg pouches for sure. Yeah, the 2 attachment points will kind of suck, but it'll be okay if it sits up a bit higher. I'm going to attach it, and so it's going to hold this down. Yeah, I'll have to put this on first, and then I'll put the belt on afterwards, because it'll be attached together with either a buckle, or maybe, I can do a buckle and then it won't matter, or I'll just attach it, like, physically attach it together. What else do I still have to do? Oh, I also had to fix one of the arm pieces. Was it this one? It was this one. I had to fix this arm piece. As you can see, there's a bit there. It was just super loose, and so I had to tighten it down a bit. Trim the belt. Currently it's just being held together with duct tape, but it fits really good at my right at my waist. And then I have this piece that I just cut off, but I think that goes down like the perfect amount. And then the belt fits really good. Obviously there's a piece missing, it's duct tape right there. But just with the belt up higher, and like with this, like, it just looks so much better. I might attach it in the front, because I've got to pull it down in the front, if at the very least to not choke myself out. It's working pretty good, I think. Yeah. So I'm waiting for the gun to dry up a bit. We got most of the Echo armor all constructed. It's looking super great. Loving it. So now it's my turn to actually get going on my armor. Okay, so I've marked out with Sharpie where this, the cup piece is gonna go and how it's gonna sit. It's gonna go right there. I'm waiting for the hot glue gun to dry up. And then I've got a couple different options for straps. We've got the first one is, yeah, I don't know if you can see it. It's a rock band, like for the rock band guitar. So we can use that, add that into the bottom of the chest piece right here, strap it in, attach to the belt. That way it holds the chest piece down, belt up. Or, I've got this. Funny story, this is actually, I think, the strap to my DS case is what it looks like. My DS is upstairs, I think. I've got it still. I'm like 90% sure. I'm not afraid. I'm like 90% sure I've still got it. But this is the little clip to make it go around. And I don't have it on it for some reason. And it's in my little bag of straps. I think I'm gonna go with the gray one actually. Because I think I'm gonna wear a gray undershirt. I think another update I'm gonna make is I'm gonna cut that at a wider angle. It shouldn't be too difficult, but it'll be a little bit more accurate. But then these straps are gonna go right at that edge there, and then attach where they line up on the belt. First thing though, I'm gonna attach the belt to the cut piece, then I'm gonna cut this, and then I will record another clip. But I'm really freaking exhausted. I need to go to bed. So I'm gonna call it a night here. But I did it. I attached this to like erase this up, erase this up. But my hope is it'll hold that down. Just enough. It's a little bit high, like a little awkwardly high. I think it'll be fine with the pouches though. Like, it won't be too awkwardly high up. This piece here, sort of. And it, I don't know, I'll figure it out in the morning more. Audio quality is terrible outside where I'm painting, but I do have I painted all white, as you can see with my hand. Am I using house paint to actually paint my armor? Yes. Deal with it. That's the Echo armor, by the way. I have it currently in my garage. Looks super good. I'm gonna go show you what it is, but the air conditioner's on, and I'm painting right next to the air conditioner. So I will be going. It's gonna be bad. That's it for tonight. I will show you the pieces, what they look like so far. Yeah. Okay, holding this vlogger shot, I can actually see myself, so I'm hoping it's all good. But I got a lot of painting done, as you can see as evidenced by my hands. I got a lot of painting done. I did that outside, with just acrylic paint and some house paint and such. And I did that, so the coloring. So I got most of the base color down, other than the belt. I need more brown. I got that first little chunk there, as well as that piece. For the most part, it's not perfect, but I don't have any more brown. No, the problem with that was I accidentally well, okay, so I couldn't find this paint, this one, which is just the brown that I used last year for the belt. And so instead I used this one because I was like, oh, cool. And I looked at it and I was like, And I looked at it and I was trying to read it. I was like, is this acrylic paint? Yeah, probably. It is in fact not. So we got the gloves, and I got the little hologram thing. That is still very wet paint. But it is glow in the dark paint. So let's see. Okay, you can't in the camera, but it is slightly showing up. So then I got the Nerf gun, which is mostly black. Obviously. That bit's still orange there. And the trigger's a little bit stuck just because of paint. Because that's how that works. I got the knee pads. Not entirely sure how I feel about this orange. It's kind of dark. Although it looks pretty good on camera. But I got the knee pads. Those are good. And then the chest piece. Tomorrow, I'm gonna pick up the boots. And I'm gonna get some brown paint. And finish up all the brown. And then weathering. Also, I'll probably find some light gray. And get some weathering done. Echo's armor. It's very cool. Very well done. This is the just arm form thing, and then this is the scomp link, and we have a handheld drill kind of thing that we put in it, and it's very cool. With those boots there, and then the ARC Trooper skirt, which is very cool. Yeah. That's all. So I will be back tomorrow, I guess, once the weathering is done. Okay, T-minus like 20 hours until the convention. I've got most of the armor set up. I've got everything basically below the neck. And I do have the goggles, which are going to be the same ones. They're not black, but you know, they'll work. But basically, my plan is, I'm going to try and make the helmet. Because that one's way too big. I don't know if you can see it. I don't think you can see it. Probably not. It's way too big though. So, attempt number 1 at creating a cone, or not a cone, a dome to go on my head. It's not going so great. Yeah. Okay, so we did not quite get the helmet finished, but this was the final result. I'll show a couple pictures of it as well. But this is what we got. Obviously, it's not fully together. But I'll show you the picture. The picture will show it the nicest. Clearly, not quite there, but it's really close and it's a lot better size, so I might finish it someday. Oh, I gotta put the goggles down. Oh, I touched my piercing. Ow. So, you know, it was almost there. Not quite though. And, well, this was my first time, pretty much ever, making something out of cardboard. A little high up. Making something out of cardboard. This is the final dome shape. I'm actually super proud of it, but it was just too wonky for me to actually like it, like enough to be proud of it. But I am actually kind of proud of it. It's just not quite there, and I didn't have enough time. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the final reveal! That's going to call it for this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing the process of me updating Tech's armor. I technically never made a video of making the armor for the first one, so hopefully this is a bit into that. And I hope you enjoyed the final result. Anyway, that's all for me today. I will see you in the next video. Bye!